The trains on the island, Thomas and the new engine. Last one. The trains on the island of Sodor keep very busy. There are always lots of jobs to do. One morning, Sir Topham Hatt came to Tim's sheds. "A new engine has arrived on the island," he announced. "His name is Neville. You must all make him feel welcome. Happy Engine is a useful engine." Later, Thomas was stopped at a signal. The signalman called down to Thomas, "The bridge ahead is unsafe. Thomas, you are to collect a piece of ironwork so the bridge can be repaired." "Yes, sir," of Thomas. "Well, of course it's unsafe. The bridge literally broke." "Why wouldn't it be unsafe?" At the yards, Aaron and Bert were with Neville. And the new engine. Neville was a steamy, but looked like a diesel. Neville was backing up towards some trucks. "Nearly there," said Harry cheekily. "Nearly there," said Bert naughtily. Then there was trouble. "Which way you going, clumsy wheels?" Harry and Bert laughed. Neville looked sad. "It's not our fault you're a silly steamer." Thomas arrived at the yard. He could see Harry and Bert laughing with Neville. That must be the new engine, he thought. He must be friends with the Diesels. Is that like a crime or something? Thomas arrived at Knapford Station. Well, he's the FBI, apparently. "Have you seen the new engine yet?" "You seen the new engine yet?" asked James, FBI agent number 5. "Yes," said FBI agent number 1, "but we'd better be careful. I saw him in the yards with Harry and Bert. They were laughing together." FBI agent number 5 was shocked. "A steamy friendly with Diesels?" As FBI agent number 1 left, FBI agent number 2 pulled in. "Have you heard about the new engine?" snorted FBI agent number 5. And he started to tell Edward all about Neville. Later, FBI agent number 2 was taking on water. He was talking to Percy, a friend that's also we'll just call them by their names, not the FBI agent number. "That new steamy Neville is best friends with the Diesels." Bum, bum, bum. Edward puffed. "He doesn't want to be with steamies at all." "How did you know?" peeped Percy. "James told me and Thomas told him," whistled Edward. Later, Percy met Emily, the red steamer. "Don't go near Neville," he told her. "The Diesels have told him to biff into steamies. Edward told me, James told Edward, and they heard all about it from Thomas." When Thomas arrived at Abbey Station, Sir Topham Hatt was there. "Thomas, you must warn all the engines not, absolutely not, to cross the bridge until it is repaired," he boomed. Yeah, it's like literally broken, but Thomas felt proud. He was a very useful engine. Just then he heard a whistle. Someone was coming. Thomas had to warn them. It was Neville pulling Annie and Clarabelle. Thomas was shocked. Annie and Clarabelle were his carriages. "Hello," puffed Neville cheerfully. "I'm not talking to you," Thomas huffed crossly. Neville didn't know what he did. Then Emily pulled next to him. "Hello," said Neville happily. Emily let out a wheeze of steam. "It's no use trying to make friends with me. I know you're gonna biff into all the steamies just like Harry and Bert told you to." Thomas was surprised, but the station master blew his whistle. Neville puffed sadly away. Where did you hear that Neville was going to biffin to all the steamies, Emily? Don't you know? Emily whistled. Percy told me, Edward told Percy, James told Edward, and you told James. Emily, but I only said to James that I'd seen Neville with Arian Bird. Then Toby arrived. Have you heard about Neville, the new engine? He puffed. I saw. He puffed. Henry saw Arian Bird being horrible to him at the yards. Emily looked shocked. Thomas couldn't believe it. Neville wasn't friends with the Diesels after all. Where was Neville going? Emily tooted. Cinders and ashes! Cried Thomas. Neville's heading for the broken bridge. I must stop him. Neville was speeding through the countryside as fast as he could. Suddenly Neville saw a barrier on the track. He slammed on his brakes, but it was too late. Neville was in a terrible trouble. He was on the broken end of the bridge. Thomas knew it was all his fault. Suddenly he had an idea. Thomas steamed slowly onto the bridge. He gently bumped Clarabelle, was coupled up. Thomas was very scared. Suddenly, slowly and steadily, he began to pull Neville back from the edge. The bridge made a creaking noise. Thomas knew he must hurry. He puffed as hard as he could. And with one big puff, he pulled Neville back on the line with him and Clarabelle. Thank you, whistled Neville. I should have warned you, puffed Thomas, but I was too busy believing silly stories. I thought you didn't like steamies, but now I know I was wrong. Thomas gave Neville a long, friendly toot-toot. Neville was very happy. At last, he knew he had a good friend in Tom.